all of our guests. My name is Jason Dollar. I'm actually the president-elect, and I'll send our condolences. Remember our president, Lucas Cowart, today. He's out battling the flu. Seems like about half the county these days. But I do want to welcome all the students, teachers, administrators, families. Very excited to have you today on behalf of the Exchange Club. I'll let Eric Hornick kind of go into more of that introduction. A couple of key things I do want to point out to everyone, and I'll reiterate at the end and to our members. If you have not picked up your pancake supper tickets, please see Mr. Jake Sheffield up here at the front. He's got plenty to give out. If you need some more, please see him. To everyone in the room, if you haven't bought your pancake supper tickets, you can see Jake, and he'll be glad to sell you his 50 as well. Isn't that right, Jake?
Sell you 100 if you want.
But that is our big fundraiser coming up in a few weeks, and that honestly provides a lot of the funds to allow us to do the things we're doing here today. I'll talk a little bit more about that at the end, but at this time I'll bring up Eric Hornick to introduce our Star Student Program.
Welcome, and thank you for being here today. I'm excited to join the Dublin Exchange Club and extending my congratulations to the 2019 Star students and teachers. Today is a great day for Exchange. Today we honor our highest achieving high school seniors and the teachers who they have selected as having had the most influence on their academic achievement. I want to recognize some guests. Dublin Superintendent of School, Dr. Fred Williams. Thank you for being here. Lawrence County Superintendent of School, Dr. Dan Brigman. Thank you again. Trinity Christian School Headmaster, Mr. Stan Cooey. Thank you for being here. We'd also like to thank Mr. Peyton Towns for being here again to cover this event from the paper. And Lawrence County. Peyton's back there. Yes. Peyton's right there. Thank you, Peyton. All right. Other guests will be introduced by our students and teachers as they come up here. In addition, I'd like to recognize the parents, spouses, friends, and other family members of the students and teachers who are being recognized today. Like the Star students and teachers honored today, I know that the support and encouragement that you provided contributed to their success. Thank you for being here. Many programs and scholarships honor the academic achievements of students. The Student Teacher Achievement Recognition, or STAR program, is unique in that it also honors the dedicated teachers who have inspired that achievement. The purpose of the STAR program is threefold: to recognize academic achievement of Georgia's high schools and to motivate students to be good scholars and high achievers, to honor excellence in teaching, to promote teaching as a career, and to encourage outstanding teachers to remain in the classroom, to demonstrate the business's community's commitment to excellence in education, and to increase interaction between students and the business community. Since 1958, the STAR program has honored nearly 27,000 high school seniors and a teacher they have chosen to share in this recognition. The paid Student Teacher Achievement Recognition Program is sponsored by the Professional Association of Georgia Educators Foundation. To be honored as a STAR student, a high school senior must have scored in the highest in his or her graduating class on any one test administration of the SAT. The student must also be in the top 10% or among the top 10 students in his or her class based on grade point average. A STAR teacher is selected by the student as the one teacher who has been most influential during his or her academic career. These STAR teachers embrace the opportunity of helping bright and hardworking students who devote themselves to their schoolwork. Throughout the state, high school STAR students compete for school system titles, and system STAR students compete for region-wide honors in the 12-star region. The state paid STAR student is selected from those region winners. And now let's meet our 2019 STAR students and teachers. As I call your name, please come forward. Representing Dublin High School, star student Joseph Radford and his star teacher, Miss Cynthia Scott.
Hello everyone, my name is Joseph Bradford and I'm the star student from Dublin High School. Whew. Standing in front of all these fine-looking, well-dressed men and women is making me a little bit nervous. But anyway, I'd like to introduce my accompaniment. Right here, taking pictures of me is my principal, Dr. Tony Jordan. Then I have our superintendent, Dr. Fred Williams, our social worker, Mr. Kennedy, our councilwoman, Miss Jan Carr, and right behind me is the star of the show, Miss Cynthia Scott. Now, I've been with Miss Scott for all my high school career. In fact, the very first interaction I had with her was at our open house when she cackled maniacally about being able to make me do whatever she wanted me to. After that, I got into the habit of calling her my evil lit teacher. In fact, soon enough, that became the only way anyone would know who I was talking about. If I just said my lit teacher, they thought I was talking about a whole different person. But she's actually quite a kind and loving woman. She loves her students. I mean, how else would she deal with all of us? But anyway, she loves to challenge her students. She really does. Whenever a student with potential comes in her way, she always tells them that the student needs to go to the highest class, the most advanced class that they can take. So of course I took the hardest class in the school, or else she'd be very disappointed in me. And I'm very glad that I did. Miss Scott has led me through my high school career, and she's really helped me in a lot of ways. Thank you very much.
I told Joe to mess with him, that I was going to go home and see how many lies I could make up about him. Apparently, he did the same. I remember the story that he's talking about. He came in and happened to see a poster of Edward Cullen on my wall, because Twilight was pretty popular at that time, and you can't make me read that. And I said, watch me and you'll like it. We know that Joe is an intelligent young man, obviously, or he wouldn't be here. But what a lot of people don't know about Joe is his heart. He's talented in so many ways. He runs, he plays music, he can have an intelligent conversation about literature, which, is everything to me. But he has a big heart. He's just an all-around outstanding young man. And every day he challenges me not only to be a better person, but to be a better teacher. And my classroom's going to be empty next year without him, but my heart will be full, because I know that he will be doing everything that he needs to be doing.
Hi, I'm Matt Sapp, inviting you to come see us at Dexter Meat Company. For fresh hand-cut meats, try our St. Louis ribs or our seasoned ribs. If you like sausage, you'll love our original, our Cajun sausage, or try our jalapeno cheddar, smoked, or ghost pepper cheddar sausage. That sure enough is hot. Our pork selection includes cubed pork, boneless chops, Boston butts, and more. We invite all our neighbors to come see us for the freshest cut of meat. Remember, we cater to. Call ahead and we'll have it fixed for you. Monday through Friday, 10 to 7, Saturday, 8 to 6.
Meadows Health is much more than a hospital. We're heart attack stoppers and fitness jump starters. We're cancer fighters and patient huggers. We're a surgery center and an up-all-night center. We're a devoted group of primary care and specialty physicians, all in one advanced, comprehensive, and close-to-home health system. Far more than a medical center, we're Meadows Health, and we're here for you in Vidalia.
Hi, my name is Haley Mollis, and can this thing hear me? Yeah.
Well,
Do you want me to stand on my tippy toes?
there we go.
Okay. Hi, my name is Haley Mollis. I'm from East Lawrence High School, and I would like to introduce those who I brought with me today. I have my parents, Greg and Stacy Mollis. I have my guidance counselor, Leslie Brantley, my principal, Dr. Hall, and I would also like to introduce my star teacher, Miss Christine Morris. I chose Miss Morris because she has always been an inspiration to me. For starters, she is the first teacher to actually make me like math, because I hate math so much. And I've always been more of a language arts-based student. But Miss Morris changed that. She made me love learning about math where it had always been a chore before. In addition, she doesn't teach the class from a distance. She gets up close and personal to make sure that every student is understanding what's going on. She will not rest until everyone in the class is on a level playing field, and this is one of Miss Morris's best characteristics. Most teachers don't care if everyone is following along, but Miss Morris refuses to let any student fall behind. It's part of what makes her such a great teacher. I remember a couple months ago, I was actually struggling with the math portion of the SAT, because I could always get my English part to, be like really high, but math, I just could not get it to go up. But Miss Morris saw that I was struggling, and she actually offered to tutor me after school, and it's because of her that I was able to make my math score go up an entire 80 points. So I cannot stress how thankful I am for Miss Morris and all that she has done for me. You continue to make a positive difference in my life even though I'm no longer in your class. So I'd like to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Because of Miss Morris's influence, I was able to get into my dream school, the University of Georgia. I plan on starting later this year and majoring in biology. I will use my degree to become a veterinarian, or more specifically, an exotic animal specialist. I hope to be able to travel the world and help all different kinds of animals with my degree. I hope to be able to campaign for stricter laws in countries that do not offer severe punishments against animal cruelty. It is one of the cruelties in the world that many people notice but fail to do anything about. It is because of this that I hope to bring change and make a difference in the world of animals. Finally, I would like to thank the Exchange Club for gathering us all here today to celebrate the accomplishments of all the STAR students from Lawrence County.
Good afternoon. My name is Christine Morris, and I brought with me my husband, Cole Morris. To everybody involved in being able to put this together, I just want to thank you for giving these students and teachers the opportunity to come together to commemorate this occasion and recognize these achievements. A teacher's vision is to be recognized by their peers and administrators for their hard work in and outside of the classroom. But to be recognized by a student for an award is beyond any teacher's dream. So I want to say thank you, Haley. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to stand next to you at this time in your life to be designated as the representative of our 2019 senior class for this prestigious award. As a teacher, you always want to positively affect a student's life. Before I met Haley, the things I heard about her and what kind of student she ended up being were spot on. I've had the opportunity to teach Haley these past 2 years in math, and I have to say she is the type of student that is any teacher's dream. I knew Haley as a quiet, reserved student who was hardworking and very punctual in everything that she did, but I still felt like there was something more that I wanted to get to know about her. I wanted to open her up to get to know who she was and what her plans were in life after high school because of the potential I could see in her. So for the past 2 years, I began to know her as an outgoing individual who is involved in many organizations and has big dreams for her life, and I wanted to help her achieve those goals. Her plans are to attend the University of Georgia to become a veterinarian and help those animals in need. Through casual conversation, I let her know if there was anything I could ever do for her to just let me know. So this past semester, her and her students, they had a challenge between each other of who could get the highest SAT score. And she let me know, just like she said, that she was struggling on the math portion. I told her anytime her and her peers needed help to let me know. And she came that Friday afternoon and spent about an hour and took the test the next day. And then as the test scores came in, she let me know the big jump that she made. And I was very proud of what she accomplished. When accomplishments like this happen, I tell myself that I am not the only teacher in the room, but my students are also my teachers. Phil Collins said, "In learning you will teach, and in teaching you will learn." In every lesson, I try to give myself the opportunity to learn from my class in the same way they learn from me. Haley is no exception to this philosophy. She has taught me to persevere through anything, and good results will come. I'm so proud of her and the hard work she put in, and for all of this effort, she has countless accolades. So for her to choose me out of all the teachers that she has had over the years is beyond anything I could have ever asked for. So again, Haley, thank you for this opportunity, and I cannot wait to see what's in store for your next journey in life. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Taylor Knight, here to put our team at Community Bank to work for you. Teamwork is vital in sports, at work, at home, and community. That's why we worked so hard to establish a winning team of customer service and lending professionals. When you call on Community Bank, we stand ready to help. There are other banks, but there's only one Community Bank. So come see us and let us put our team to work for you. Community Bank of Dublin, Lawrence County. Common sense banking never goes out of style.
Fairview Fitness Center, open 24/7 with staffed hours available every day. Push your fitness further with our fitness classes. Join today and see the benefits of a healthy life. Fairview Fitness Center, serving our community for over 30 years. For more information, call 353-1900. Visit us at 200 Industrial Boulevard behind Fairview Hospital or log on to fairviewfitness.com.
Hi, I'm James Ferris, and I'm a Trinity Star student. And first off, I'd like to introduce Miss Audrey Burris, Trinity Star teacher. I'd also like to introduce our headmaster, Mr. Stan Cooey.
We'll go up for you.
I'd also like to introduce our headmaster, Mr. Stan Cooey, and my parents, Michael and Candy Ferris, over there. I chose Miss Burris, my Spanish teacher, as star teacher because of the countless memories I've made in her class. My 3 years in her class gave me the opportunity to form a lasting friendship with my teacher. Exciting classroom experiences is something I look forward to sharing with others for years to come. Her personal care for each of her students had a powerful impact on me, which allowed me to excel in her class. She's a great teacher who makes her class fun by allowing out-of-the-box activities such as fiestas, movies, and interesting video presentations. Each year in Ms. Burris's class, we were given projects that would be due in a few weeks, well, group projects. She would give us the choice to go home and film a video and edit the video and show it in class, or perform the skit live in front of the class. Filming these videos and even watching these videos in class made for an hilarious time. One of my favorite aspects of her class would be that she would let us watch movies in class, but the movies would be in Spanish. So the people who didn't really know Spanish were kind of like, what does this mean? And but she would put English subtitles. She would put English subtitles on under the movie so that we could listen to Spanish while reading the English, which was actually very helpful and helped me learn a lot. Once a quarter, each student would bring food to enjoy a Mexican fiesta during class time. So Ms. Burris, during events like Dia de los Muertos, which is Day of the Dead, or Cinco de Mayo, she would let us have fiestas, and we would just eat in class. We'd bring burritos, stuff like that. It was a lot of fun. I distinctly remember that each year we had to do a project about the weather. Our first year we made posters about the upcoming weather for the week, and our second year we were given the option to film a video. And, well, in the video we were given a few items that we had to say. But in our third year, we could just make a video about the weather and just do whatever kind of crazy stuff we wanted. Like a tornado could come in there and just blow everybody away. It was great. And my friends and I spent a lot of time working on these projects together. And I'm grateful that Ms. Burris allowed us to learn in a creative environment. And there's a quality in Ms. Burris that many teachers don't have. I don't really know how to describe it, but I'd say that she tries harder than most to let her students enjoy their time in class, while still teaching us all about the Spanish language. Her class was by far the most enjoyable and memorable class I've ever taken. And now that I'm a senior, I can wholeheartedly say that I miss her class, and I would take it again if I could. My plans are to attend Georgia Southern University this fall and major in computer engineering. And I'm interested in working in a field of computer-generated imagery, or CGI, which relates to special visual effects created using computer software. And another area of interest is video game production, which involves the development and marketing of the game being created. And I'd also like to say congratulations to all my fellow STAR students, and thank you all to the Exchange Club for letting me be here today.
I want to speak Spanish so badly. Muy divertido. That means fun. Thank you, James. I'm just so delighted to be here and to be his STAR teacher and to hear all of that, because that's what we teachers live for. You know, we go through these days that are really tough and difficult, and my husband is here with me, and he knows all about that. He's a minister of music at Springdale Baptist, and he's also an adjunct professor of music at Bruton Parker College. So we share the agony and the ecstasy of teaching. We have fun, but sometimes there are difficult times. And hearing James talk, makes me excited to know that somebody's having fun in class, and learning at the same time. And thank him for that. I really have had the privilege of getting to know his mom, Candy, who works in our office. And, I also had the opportunity to teach his brother, Jack, who is very different, by the way. And Jack is unique in his own way, but he was a great student also. And this is one of the things we teachers have as challenges, is we have students, even in the same family, who are different, and we have to reach out to them individually and teach them. And before I had James, his mom came to me and said, James is unique. He's different, and good, and in a good way. But he is different, and he was very quiet in Spanish 1, and kind of was by himself, and he was always ahead of everybody and doing his work. And by Spanish 3, man, he was the leader of the group. Boy, he was just telling everybody, let's do this now. And it's neat to see that, to see them develop that. And that camaraderie, and that, through all the group work that we did, and just the growth that the kids have. And he's one who challenges me, and I've seen him mature as a student and as a person, and that's always rewarding. And I just want to again thank him for choosing me, and for saying all those nice things about me. I love his family. I'm glad I've gotten to know his family, and, gotten to know his dad a little bit, and even met his grandparents. So what a neat thing here in Dublin that we get to do. It's small enough and big enough that we can do that. And I want to thank all of you for inviting me here today to be a part of this.
You wouldn't buy a gallon of milk and immediately pour 70% of it out, would you? Then why would you do that with power for your home? 70% of electricity is lost on the way to your house, making it only 30% efficient. But natural gas is 92% efficient. Electricity is good to power your lights and electronics, but using natural gas for certain appliances is the most cost-effective, energy-efficient, and environmentally friendly mix for your home. Use it, don't lose it. Choose the right energy mix. Choose natural gas.
For over 21 years, JT Hanna has provided Dublin and Middle Georgia with quality promotional products and superior service you can count on. JT Hanna specializes in screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. We also provide customers with original artwork and logos through our talented in-house design. Our website makes designing and ordering t-shirts easy. You can design, choose from an uploaded template, or upload your own custom logo to easily create a lasting impression. Customers can also create purchase sites to make selling shirts for fundraisers or events easy and stress-free. Whether you need promotional items for your company or next event, JT Hanna can help. We take pride in delivering the highest quality products, and we take pride in serving you. Try us. I think you'll like us. Contact us today at 478-274-1267 or visit us on the web at jthanna.com.
Hi, I'm Nathan Touchberry. Those are my parents, Billy and Michelle Touchberry over there. My principal, Mr. Clifford Garnto, and the guidance counselor, Miss Malone. So I'm really thankful to be here today, and this is my star teacher, Miss Tyler. I like to call her Ray Ray, but she's just an amazing woman. I had her class my freshman year, and I just can't imagine somebody else being as passionate as her about history and inspiring other people to have that same passion. It's really unique about her. I love history, and I loved her class as well. Truthfully, though, that was not what inspired me to pick her as my star teacher. I don't think I've had another teacher that cares about me as much as Miss Tyler has. Anytime that I've ever had good news, I just couldn't wait to get to school and tell her. She's always been personally involved in my success. Anytime I've been stressed or moments away from a breakdown, you could find me in her room. There's been an inexpressible amount of times where she's helped me deal with things I didn't understand, not only about school but about life as well. I came into her room about a week from prom last year, distraught, so many topics whirling through my head, and she gave her class an assignment just so that she could come out in the hallway and talk to me and calm me down. And she was able to do that. It's kind of incredible to me. It was impressive. She did it all 4 years of my high school career. It wasn't just that one moment, you know. As a teacher, though, she was also astounding. Like I said, she taught my freshman world history class, and she really did a great job. She might have given a high workload for her freshman class, but it's probably the only class I had my freshman year that would help to prepare me for the higher workloads I experienced later in high school. She taught it with care, too. She was tough about assigning work, but definitely a good tough, like the way your mom is tough about your chores. Did any of y'all have a chore chart growing up? Because Miss Tyler is a chart lady. I filled out more charts in that class than I think a cartographer does in their entire life. We had to do at least 6 a day, something like that. Aside from the charts, we had a lot of activities that illustrated certain events really well. Maybe if we could take them seriously at least. I remember making a 70 on a project about the manor system of the Middle Ages because I drew a giant bat spotlight shining into the sky and called it Wayne Manor. I'm sure the activity was great and taught me a lot, but that's pretty much all I remember about it. No matter what I did in her class, I just tried to make Miss Tyler laugh. I'm sure she laughed the whole time she wrote that 70 on my paper. Because it was 4 years ago, I can't always remember what we did in class every day or what we learned. I can remember, though, the way that she made us feel like we were really high schoolers and that we belonged where we were. Many of us, myself and my classmates included, may have gotten discouraged with the challenge of the work if it were not for the care and the encouragement that she showed us daily. I would not have developed the same way as a student if I didn't have Miss Tyler. I think that truly makes her a star. Thank you.
Quite honestly, I was expecting a rose, so all those kind words were a bit unexpected. If you know Dalton. Again, my name is Lorraine Tyler. I apologize, my husband was unable to be here. So just a few little things about me. I've been teaching for approximately 17 years, 14 being at West Lawrence High School. And I wanted to tell you a little something about me that's going to lead me into discussing the monumental effect that Nathan Touchberry, that was an inside joke, has upon me. So approximately 10 years ago, my teaching life did change. I became a mother. And so those of you that have to be the mother and the teacher and everything, it tends to kind of create an effect upon you. West Lawrence High School was in a transition from the old location to the new location with a new schedule. I went from approximately teaching 70 students to approximately 150, 160 students in a day. Teacher workloads were increasing, and then I had my second child. She was sick a lot. Praise the Lord, she is doing much better though. But priorities began shifting. It became hard to adapt to change. Time management was difficult, so I started questioning myself. How can I be the same effective teacher that I once was? I was at a crossroad in my life. I began questioning my purpose. Was I supposed to remain a teacher? Had God's purpose for me changed? Several years ago, before the school year began, I recall during a church service in my local church, going to the altar asking for God's guidance in hopes to once again to finalize my concerns or fears. Well, I quickly found God's answer. So, enters Nathan Touchberry and his classmates into my freshman Gifted Honors World History class. It was these groups of kids who reminded me why I teach. Unbeknownst to them, these sweet kids brought the love of teaching back to me. And I forever owe a debt of gratitude to them. Words like, wow, and thank you were said to me. They were eager and grateful for a challenge. Speaking of a challenge, I did teach Nathan as a freshman. He is what I refer to as sneaky smart. A person really does not understand just how intelligent a sneaky smart kid is until he or she begins to teach them. Although I quickly learned that Nathan was a practical joker and loved a good one-liner, as you can see, I was also quick to realize that this particular student was intelligent and well-read. A good student who challenges his or her teacher is the best kind of student. I strongly believe that a true intellectual mind will always have more questions than answers. Although Nathan Touchberry knew more than most, he also had tons of questions. As a teacher, you are always thinking about how the lesson or activity is going to challenge your students. I remember in preparation of lessons, thinking, anticipating, is Touchberry, what's he going to ask? Or he's easily going to connect this to this, or he's going to claim a contradiction to this. You know, I do teach world history. So I found myself working harder because Nathan was my student. And yet again, I'm forever grateful. But I could have been working harder because of Nathan, because I tended to find Scotch tape on my light fixtures often and on other random objects. Or I had to delete random silly photos and selfies he and his classmates chose to take with my iPad. Or I found myself placing all my belongings on my desk in their proper place. As you all know, scissors and staples are in its little place, in his little home, on its desk. Touchberry took this as a challenge to see just how obsessive I can be with my belongings on my desk. Or I would find that all my paper clips were mysteriously all connected, so when you pull out one, all of them are all connected. He still sneaks in on occasion and purposely lowers my desk chair to where I'm sitting across the desk. Or telling him and his classmates to be quiet while you're trying to teach. And these uber Star Wars nerds, and no offense to any of you, they began to use the Force in my class. I'm embarrassed to say I had to outlaw the Force. There's some things you just never imagined saying as a teacher. It was a sad day. But most importantly, although Nathan is extremely busy, always with clubs, conferences, competitions, and band, he remains steadfast in the Word, and I am truly proud of his strong Christian convictions and how he never pretends otherwise. Furthermore, I would be amiss if I did not mention Nathan's support system. He, of course, would not be the young man he is today without Mr. and Ms. Touchberry guiding and supporting him in all his walks of life. As a parent, we all know that homework and studying is a family affair. Again, I am honored that among the many great educators who have helped Nathan along his educational journey, he chose me to celebrate in this achievement. So again, I am forever grateful. Thank you, Nathan, and thank all of you.
The system winners are invited to attend the STAR Region 6 recognition event to be held in Macon on March the 18th. Region 6 is composed of 20 school systems. At that event, a Region STAR student and teacher will be selected to attend the State STAR Banquet held in April. Last year, we had our first region winner from West Lawrence High School, Shane Carter, and his STAR teacher, Diane Wilcher. I hope that we have another region winner this year. Our system winner for Dublin City Schools, Joseph Radford, and his star teacher, Miss Cynthia Scott. Congratulations. East Lawrence High School, Trinity Christian School, and West Lawrence High School all make up the Lawrence County system. The system winner for Lawrence County is from West Lawrence High School, star student Nathan Touchberry and his star teacher, Miss Lorraine Tyler. Congratulations.